spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carry down for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Cook, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Out of the Wildcat.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A little juke. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't called before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He's going to get this one down to Cook. That leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. This one brought in by Jefferson. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
He was tackled.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
Brings up fourth.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Philadelphia.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He'll look to throw. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Number 9.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
His kick is...
And his kick is right through.
Score, Eagles 14, Vikings 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. Smith catches left side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Winston. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. It's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 35. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Now his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 26. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. Down here.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now it's the backup Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back to throw now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 28. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, going for Jefferson. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's got it up and through.
That's the score. Eagles 28, Vikings 17.
Defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10.
Number 9.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Down, Eagles.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. flush to his right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a throw here to his running back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Vikings 24. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and...
On second and 7, Newton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They'll try and run it. They're going to try and run. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and establish themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he connects with Ertz. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Operating from the gun. Newton, and this is intercepted. And that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Is good.
And it's up and good.
The score, Eagles 57, Vikings 30. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Eagles 57.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.